Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be watching the 4th episode of Season 2 of ReZero. And I do not miss the waiting a week for an episode. I think I got insanely spoiled on anime since I've been reacting to shows and already having seasons to watch. So if I want to binge, I can binge. Unfortunately, I don't have that with this, and I have to wait weekly. And last episode, we got a ridiculous cliffhanger, something that was very well known for Season 1. ReZero was great and crazy with the cliffhangers, and I think we got our first one with it kind of them going into this little kind of them being knocked out, and then Subaru waking up and his dad, he's in his bedroom and his dad is there. I am very excited to see where this goes, because we know nothing about Subaru's past, really. Like, Season 1 didn't cover it. Like, it's something I was always wondering about. Like, all we got to see was him go to some random 7-Eleven, and then he got transported into another world, right? So I always wondered what happened. So I'm excited to see where this goes. This is like I said, this is the first of probably many cliffhangers, because ReZero is the king of them. Seriously. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 if you want to see early reacts and uncut reactions. And let's go ahead and start. But we see how he got his personality for sure. Is that his mom? Or sister? Yeah, okay. I mean, she looked kind of young, but yeah, that's okay. His mom's kind of hot. Kind of a MILF. That's how you get stronger. I mean, there's some greens that are pretty damn good. Though that looks like a gelatin mess, even though that's peas. Somebody's got to eat it, right? She seems very unique. This is just a normal family. Just because you add love to it doesn't mean it's gonna taste good. He must not realize that this is happening, like, to him, because he's getting that same feeling he gets in the the world. Why is he waiting till past 8? What, that he has to skip school? Father and son. I mean, you didn't know he has, like, pretty much a harem? Yeah, we definitely see where he gets his personality and how he acts normally. It's kind of funny. He normally acts like this, like towards Amelia, towards everybody, like in, everybody since Season 1. This is how he normally acts when he's not, going insane from, dying a million times. But it's seeming like when he was in, like, the real world, he didn't... maybe he's kind of just emulating his dad a little bit when he's doing that, because it seems like he's more like a normal, high school kid, and he, embarrassed of his dad. He doesn't seem to act like that as much. Strange. The birds and the bees? They look a lot alike. You would think it'd be a combo.
目つきとか特に。そうか。剣坊もこんなでかい子供。なんでこの時間に親父さんと一緒に？あとはあいつの問題なんだから。俺、冷たくて。そんなパターン見えてんだよ。
Like a fountain. Making that literally a fountain drink.
で、落ち着いたか？おんぶしてやるから家に帰るか。
What a what a guy. It even has that like filter of looking like he's in a dream. Oh, there he goes. It's like, can I remember who I like? That's what I was wondering.
率直になんで学校行かないんだって言えよ。悪いと思ってるよ。別に思う必要ねえよ。
Sometimes it's, you know, not fun to go to school. I mean, when is it?
私のことでもある程度はしゃあかは知らねえけど、俺は学校が全てとは思ってないしな。いいんじゃねえの？特別な日だったりしねえじゃんか。今日はただのグリーンピース記念日だ。
Is that what this day is called? Peas Day?
いっぱいに持ったからな。面構えがちっとマシに見えてよ。面がマシ？面構えの話な。面は相変わらずじゃいないよ。
It's like, oh, so it's like his mindset from where he's at now. Like, was he sadder before he went into a new world? Like, oh, Emilia. I mean, Emilia's definitely changed him. He's like seeing memories he can't remember. That's why, you know, his dad says he looks different. Because subconsciously he's remembering, you know, he'd met Emilia, you know? What I'm wondering is this a past moment? Like, is this a day that actually happened for him? Or is this just like a fake memory or something? You gotta love these typical cherry blossoms, though.
父さんやお母さんに叩きつけてほしかった。俺がどうしようもなく小さくて運動も。
Okay.
その頃から俺の一番が少しずつ減って。
Ooh.
こんなのおかしいバカバカしい。
So he became something different from all that type of things happening to him.
こうやってみんなを笑わせてる方がずっとすごいし。
Making him more like a rebel.
次からはもっとでかいことをやらなきゃならない。つまらないなんて思われたくない。
You know, you do one big thing and then you have to do something bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes impossible to do. How do you keep impressing?
俺と一緒にいなきゃ味わえないんだって。そいつらは後悔でも何でもしてつまらない時間を無駄に過ごしてればいいん。ついたら俺の周りに。
I feel like he's learning a lot about himself, though.
俺は何も特別な人間なんかじゃ。
That can make anyone feel like that, though. Did he start, like, resenting that? Because he had this weird expectation? Oh. Wow. You wouldn't think, like with his personality, you would not think that he was like that. Like you would think before he went into that world that he was like you know, that he was the most like hyped up and you know, insanely positive person. And then with all those bad things happening to him, that's what made him like that. But in reality, from what we're getting from this, he seemed to be worse off before he went there. And you do get a little bit of that vibe when the intro of episode 1, like of ReZero, you get a little bit of a feeling like that's really the only thing, because it's not like you see him super excited and crazy when you first meet him before he goes into the into the world. So it's just it's a little strange. Meeting those people really changed him for the better. And Rem, of course, Rem. How can we forget Rem? Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus! So even a headbutt is loving?
俺に嫌われようとか思ってるくせにその方法が投稿拒否ってアホか。つか俺に見捨てて欲しけりゃもっと濃度望みなら俺が力ずくで叩き直してやってもいいんだが。
What a good dad.
でもその必要もないぐらいにへし折られて立ち直った。言ったろ。好きな子できたんだ。それに俺みたいなの。
Technically found a couple.
そう言ってくれる子がいたんだ。その子たちの前ではただの夏木スバル。
Yeah. That's probably better for him too, because he was so used to being compared to his dad. That's something I think he never got to say, and he needed to say. And after having those experiences, it helped him be able to say it. Oh, does that mean he has like a brother or something? Now he's realizing it, yeah. It's like he's apologizing to his dad inside his head. And he knows that. So is this like the trial they were talking about? Is it for him to realize stuff like this? I like his dad. It's the positive. The fuck? He's ready to join a dance game, man. Achievements unlocked. His mom is so, oh my god, it's so weird, but I love it. The world? I feel like she would pick mayonnaise. Yeah, isn't it strange to be walking to school with your mom? I would have ran for the hills. Seems like a punishment. Walking to school with your mom. And realize that, you know, it changed him a bit. Of course, it's your mom. They see you every day when you're living with them. Yeah, they say that sometimes you go for like qualities you see in your parents when you're looking for a partner, so he has met some weird girls that he's been attracted to. He has beliefs and things he wants to do now. It's just a hard thing to live, you know. If you're always worried about living up to something like that, it's hard. That lowers the expectation a little bit. Yeah, when you're finding yourself, that's what you have to compare yourself with, is your parents. Pretty good talk, actually. Pretty good advice.
長いお別れになる。ちょっと遠くて連絡とかも釣れたりしないし。スバル。もう自分が。
Yeah, this experience helped him 100%.
スバル、大丈夫だから。スバルが何を言いたいのかって、お母さんはスバルのお母さんなんだから。
誰に何もできないわ。
And now we can't really do anything for them.
産んだわけじゃないんだよ。
The parents don't think like that, really.
いいじゃない。たくさん泣いて最後に笑えたらそれで全部大丈夫。大事なのは最初でも。
結果良ければオールオーケーってこと？
そういう。
No matter how many times you have to repeat things or get your head cut off.
お母さんからのあ、そうだ。スバルスバル忘れてた。いってらっしゃい。
Oh, it's him at the beginning. Right in the first episode. So this is before he went to the store. When he was sad, he was going to 7-Eleven, get his fucking hot dog. Aw. That's really, that is actually really sweet. They're gonna be actually, oh! Yeah, I mean, this was obviously a test. He must have passed it with flying colors. No, we stick with the cherry blossoms here. I was watching that entire episode, I was just thinking this fits perfectly with my intro and outro backgrounds here. But this was more than just like a typical school cherry blossoms, everything's good kind of episode here. This was a very, I think, something that Subaru actually weirdly needed, I think. It's like he cleared up everything with his mom and his dad, and we got an insight of kind of into his mind. I mean, that's what, you know, that's what she was doing. That's what this witch was doing, was going into his head of seeing what he was thinking. Now we know before he left, he was skipping school. He had stopped going to school. He had his dad. I was wondering where, you know, when someone has like an outgoing, crazy personality like that, usually, you know, you got it. You know, obviously, you picked it up from somebody or something, and it's he's emulating his dad. But now we see kind of through it a little bit. This was a very layered episode, I guess, would be the best way I can describe this. He had this high expectation of having to be compared to his dad constantly, which is not, it's a little bit different for some people. Usually that's more so like if you are born into like a rich family or somebody, you know, if you're a kid of somebody higher up, that's normal. You're going to be compared to them. But this is like, it seemed like his dad was just an everyday guy, but because he put himself out there and everybody knew him, I guess it could be the same thing if you're in a small town and then your dad or your mom is known like that. But he was always compared to his dad, and that can hurt or kind of affect any kid. It's hard to live up to somebody, regardless if it's not like a humongous thing or whatever. It's hard to do that and always be compared. And he was going through some stuff before this happened. It's weird that going into another world and dying a million times and going through these crazy scenarios and having, you know, your heart just slaughtered over and over again, and going through these relationships with, you know, with Rem and Amelia and all these people actually was something he weirdly needed that helped him. Those experiences helped him settle these things with his mom and his dad and just his life in general. So this trial was something he weirdly needed. Like, it was just a big freaking psychology mess here. You can really dig. I feel like this type of episode, you can really dig into the mental state of Subaru in general before he goes into this new world. You would think he would be worse off, but I think him do this entire show happening for him was actually something he needed, because he's better off now going through these experiences than he was going to 7-Eleven to get a 7-Eleven hot dog. So, and his 7-Eleven ramen, though I've never gone to 7-Eleven to buy ramen, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's one of those things where I really liked it. I liked his dad. I liked his mom. I see how he got some of his personality, his looks, obviously. I mean, he looks like his dad, but his mom's eyes, which are like, she's got kind of those like evil eyes, I guess is the best way, though those are kind of attractive, to be honest, like on her. But like the evil eyes, you get that's why Subaru has them. He has like the bad guy eyes and makes it, oh, that guy looks suspicious. Yeah, he has that. He got it from his mom, but his mom's so freaking sweet. Best MILF for sure. I don't know. I liked this episode because there's just a lot to pick at, and we see this, especially in season 1 in ReZero, we see a lot of him breaking down and how that can affect your mental state. But this is like, it's like he's been brought down and hit in his kneecap so many times. This was more like the buildup. But here's my question, going through this entire spiel. Why is the witch doing this type of trial like this? This is more positive. This is like a positive thing. This has only helped Subaru. So what is her point of doing this? What does she get? Like, what is this for? I guess that's the best way to do it. Because like, you would think you wouldn't want to do this if you're a witch or whatever to Subaru. This is only positive for him. Usually these weird trials or things that happen to Subaru is all fucking negative. So that's why I'm just curious. I was expecting, going into this episode, I thought bad things were going to happen. Obviously, he's in some type of dream state or whatever. We knew that from the very beginning. But I thought like I was waiting for like a jump scare, or like suddenly his mom's eyes are just like bleeding everywhere, or some, I don't know, like she comes out and like stabs the dad or something crazy. That's were you guys, let me know in the comments if you guys were expecting anything crazy like that. I was just waiting for something bad to happen. It felt like a horror movie. Like something bad was just going to happen at any point, and it never did. And we actually got incredible like character growth in this episode, more so than I thought Subaru was going to get, for sure. But he got more in this episode than I think he's gotten during the show. But it's more of because he's fixing his past a little bit and moving on. It's weird. It's like he fixed how he was before he got there, and now he can, if he ever was able to go back to that, he kind of could, and as a better person. It's strange. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 if you want to see early releases or uncut reactions. You can follow me on Twitter at ajrich123. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.